But during their advance, the Western Allies were uncovering the ghastly evidence of the Nazis' crimes against humanity. On April 4, 1945, troops belonging to Patton's 3rd US Army overran the Ohrdruf labor camp near the town of Gotha. In the camp they discovered piles of corpses, some covered with lime and others partially incinerated. These unfortunate souls had been prisoners that the fleeing SS guards considered too ill to walk, and they had been shot before the camp was evacuated. News of the horrors at Ohrdruf quickly spread, and on April 12th, General Eisenhower, Supreme Commander of Allied forces in Europe, visited the camp with General Patton and General Omar Bradley, commander of the 12th US Army Group, to see for themselves what they had been fighting for. But worse was still to come, and as advanced units of the 3rd US Army entered another much larger camp outside the city of Weimar at Buchenwald, despite the horror of the situation, they were at least able to liberate 21,000 sick and starving inmates. The British and Americans knew about Nazi concentration camps, but little had prepared them for the reality. After inspecting Ohrdruf, Eisenhower informed General George C. Marshall, the head of the US Joint Chiefs of Staff in Washington, D.C., that what he had seen beggared description, as he let the world know the truth about what Hitler and the Nazis had done. On April 12th, the famous CBS radio correspondent Edward R. Murrow visited Buchenwald, and he too reported his findings, but over the airwaves to all who would listen. Buchenwald was not an extermination camp, but for the 238,000 prisoners from all over Europe and the Soviet Union who passed through its gates from July 1938 to April 1945, it was a place of terror and death. 56,000 inmates are believed to have perished in the camp. Eisenhower did all that he could to publicize the dreadful conditions inside Ohrdruf and Buchenwald. Being of German ascendancy himself, he was determined to confront the German people with their collective responsibility for these appalling crimes. The Americans forced inhabitants from the districts surrounding the camp to come and witness the atrocities committed in their name and walk past the piles of emaciated bodies awaiting cremation at the camp furnace. On Buchenwald's parade ground, the German civilians were also shown an appalling and truly bizarre collection of trophies collected by the SS. These included human organs in jars of formaldehyde, shrunken heads, and lampshades and book bindings made with skin from prisoners especially selected for their colourful tattoos. The horrors of the concentration camps continued to be revealed.